Yo, what is going on, lads? My name is Crazy Pie, and in this video we're going to be going over the most broken class setup I have ever come across in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. This one is going to be coming in the Rampart 17, but still in general I feel like this is one of the most broken and overpowered class setups due to the fact that it just penetrates people, their armor ridiculous. Like it's just ridiculous on how fast you can get the time to kill with this gun. This is my second part in the series that I'm going to be making for covering the best class setup for every single weapon. Currently so far we have basically done the ICR as well as the Rampart. Well, we are doing the Rampart, but if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want to see more of the series, please feel free down below to leave a like, as well as comment and like what gun you guys want to see next, and then also make sure you guys subscribe so you never miss another video on the channel. Also because I'm like 9 away from 2,400 subscribers, so that's just such hype. Trying my best to bring you guys daily uploads. It is a lot of fun and I'm enjoying Black Ops 4 and I hope you guys are too, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the game a lot more with this epic class setup. So without further ado, let's get straight into the class build. So what makes this class setup so broken? Why does this title not seem clickbait? Well, basically the Rampart 17 is one of the biggest and highest impact and damage putting guns ever in this game. If you look at the damage statistics from the Rampart to every single other gun, the Rampart has a lot more damage. Unfortunately, its recoil is decently bad, and unfortunately its accuracy is a little bit bad, and its range, but at the end of the day, in medium to short range engagements, the Rampart is insane. So for that reason, we're going to be going with the Rampart, as well as we're going to go ahead and throw on a reflex sight just so that your aim can be a little bit better just because of the recoil. We are not going to be using grip on this class setup, so we do go with the reflex sight just to try and control the recoil a little bit. With this class setup, we're going to be using high caliber 1 as well as high caliber 2 as well as FMJ. I used to use FMJ too, but really it doesn't do that much towards penetrating people's armor anymore. It just really does it to vehicles and equipment as well as through walls and objects, whereas opposed to FMJ 1 really focuses hardly on penetrating body and just penetrating and destroying armor basically, sorry about that, as well as its improved bullet penetration through walls and objects, which means say you're shooting at someone, their armor gets destroyed really fast because of this, and then they run around a wall, you'll still be able to shoot through the wall and kill them because you have full metal jackets. High caliber 1 and 2, it really just makes sense. High caliber 1 makes sense honestly because you need it for high caliber 2, but for high caliber 1 I find it's really useful because this gun has a very linear recoil, so if you shoot them in the chest and you manage to not kill them in the chest, it'll still bump up, the recoil will bump your gun up, and it'll easily get the headshot by the time it gets all the way up there. So I feel myself getting a lot of headshots with this gun, and it's just very vital to have high caliber. Also, you need it for high caliber 2, which is really the main part of the class. So what you've heard so far is we have damage to armor from the FMJ, damage to the head, and then high caliber 2 tops it all off by doing increased damage to the upper chest. This is insane because once you destroy the armor from the FMJ, you basically have high caliber 2 to just absolutely desecrate their chest. Obviously, if you're aiming for the legs, this isn't going to be that good, but if you aim for the chest and if you're like head glitching a barrel or something like that, it's going to be ridiculously strong because you can penetrate through their armor, penetrate through their chest, which obviously is basically increased damage, as well as if you happen to bump the recoil up just a little bit and you're not controlling it, it will secure you a headshot because you have high caliber 2, high caliber 1 as well. It's literally insane. If you guys look on the stats, damage goes up by 3 bars with just FMJ. It goes up by 4 bars with high caliber 1, obviously because of the headshot, and then it goes up by 3 with high caliber 2. I don't really look at stats that much, but it's literally ridiculous. You can put on another attachment if you really want to. You can put on grip. Honestly, the guns in this game have predictable recoil. They don't all have the exact same recoil pattern, which means the more time you put into this gun, the better you will get with it. So honestly, I would say just learn how to use it. Go into some bots, go into some private matches and just practice with it. Get used to the recoil patterns so that you can control it yourself, because theoretically you don't really need grip in this game because every single gun has its own recoil pattern. But honestly, this is what I found to be the best attachments for this. You have good accuracy from the reflex, great damage, it's unbelievable for the damage, and it's an assault rifle too, so you can run around faster than you could with an LMG, reload it a little bit faster. Obviously the mags are a little bit lower, but it still is very good. For the equipment and the gear, well, basically just gear, we're going to be using the acoustic sensor. This is because it has a built-in 6th sense, which means that you'll be able to basically track enemies on your minimap on where they could be coming from. It'll basically just give you like a little cone in the corner of your minimap where they can be coming from. It is really, really overpowered, as well as I use an Astro mix amp as well as a headset that can hear footsteps really well, so I can just hear which direction they're coming from as well, which is really, really overpowered. I like acoustic sensor a lot. You can use dim shot or the ComSec device, whatever you really want to, but honestly, I like acoustic sensor. For the perks, we're going to be using Scavenger, Lightweight, as well as Dead Silence. You can change out Lightweight for whatever you want. It's really just so that you can sprint faster. I like it because I'm a very rush heavy player, but it's really up to you. Scavenger is that you never really run out of ammo. Theoretically, once again, you don't need Scavenger if you do run Crash. But I just prefer always having ammo in my gun. I don't like having to search for it. You could theoretically use Tac Mask if you want to, but I just personally prefer using Scavenger because you are going to be going on very long streaks with this gun. It's just a great gun, so you're going to want to go on longer streaks with this. I just use Scavenger. Lastly, we use Dead Silence because, to be honest, there's not really that much good perk 3s. You could go ahead and use Ghost, but I just use Dead Silence because I don't want to hear my footsteps, especially if you're using the acoustic sensor. You know, your footsteps in this game are really, really loud, and you don't want to be able to hear your own footsteps and get confused. Other than that, though, that's pretty much the class setup. I'm a massive fan of this class setup. It is super, super strong, and you'll just find yourself getting on massive, massive kill streaks with this class setup. It is super, super overpowered. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, please feel free down below to leave a like as well as subscribe. On the road to hopefully 3,000 subscribers by Christmas time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you guys once I said again for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy the class setup, and peace.